Female voice, male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
Mapapolitika, mapapinggan, mapakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, tingnan natin ang time check. 11 minutos po. Alas 11. 11 minutos. 11 minutos. Pasado po alas 7 ang time check natin. Okay, naka-live ba yung ang FB ko? Okay, pag-check na lang, no? Okay, 4 po ng Lunes, Nobyembre 4, 2024, and then umaga po ng Lunes, no? Okay, itong programa natin sa umagang ito. Okay, magandang umaga. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, sa mga minority, okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, no? Kumusta kayo? Ayan. So, ano ang unang balita natin mga suki, mga kababayan, no? Okay. Regional muna ako, no? Okay, dito po ko sa consolidated news natin. Okay, sa tahanan po ng ADLSN TV News Online. Sa umaga ito, sa programa pa rin, mahigit isang dekada na, itong halo-halo special opinion balita, diba pa, no? Ayan. And then, dagdagan natin, okay, halo-halo special opinion balita, diba pa? Serbisyo publiko, tinig ng mamamayan. At sa kaugnayan sa mamamayan, no? And then, ay ibalik natin sa mamamayan kung ano man okay, mahanap natin dito mga information, okay, para sa bayan mga suki. Itong information mga suki, okay, papayag po si Senate President, okay, Disclsimers, okay, ma-extend ata ang BTA mga suki, no? BTA extension. Okay, yes, sabi rito to BTA extension. Basahin po natin maikling balita ito. Marami nang kapaghanda na para mag-file po ng certificate of candidacy yung kandidato po para sa BTA sa mga distrito. Okay. So, basahin natin na just in. Okay, itong si Senator Disclsimers, no? Okay. Pinagpaplanuhan pala. O, pinagpaplanuhan. Plano pa pala mga suki, no? Okay. Umano, ngayon ni Senate President Disclsimers na mag-author ng bill upang ipanukala, okay, ang postponement ng election, okay, sa Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao o BARM. Okay, sa isang pahayag, sinabi ng Senate President na posibleng bukas, Nobyembre 4, 2024, ay inaasahan niya ito at inaasahan na, okay, ma-deliver sa kanyang Senate hearing sa Huwebes. So ngayon ay Petsa 4, ngayon ihain ang itong proposal po ng pag-extend, okay, ng BTA term hanggang 2028, no? Okay. Ayan po mga suki, ang unang balita natin, okay, sa umagang ito mga kababayan, no? Papayag kayo mga, okay, nakaplano na, okay, nakahanda na po sa file ng COC tungkol ng BARM. Okay, magkuha tayo ng mga feedback, no? Okay, magkuha tayo ng mga feedback. Tumulong kayo, kumuha ng feedback, okay, tungkol dito po mga kababayan, no? Ayan. Sige. Ayan. Sige po.
Ang horohoro special opinion balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, sandali lang.
Ang programa station Pinyang Balita at Ilocan ay tumatalakay sa mga isupang kasalukuyan at nakapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, sabi po ni Congressman namin dito ng 1st District, ni Kimer Adan Olaso, Happy Fiesta. Okay, sa Barangay Lumayang, mga palangga, no? Thanks, yo gayod. Happy gayod. Okay, yo man junto. Okay, con vosotros. Okay, gracia gayod. Saan bang barangay Lumayang? Saan lugar itong barangay Lumayang, no? Hindi ko kabisado. Ayan po mga suke, no? So, yan po ang bati, okay, ni Congressman natin po ng District 1. Tumatakbo po pagka-mayor. Okay, sa itong election po, this coming election, itong midterm election 2025, no? So at least, okay, maliwanag, okay, tatakbo ng mayor ito dito sa Zamboanga, no? Sa ating syudad. Itong si Kimer Adan Olaso, no? Okay. So, kayo po ang magdesisyon. Tayo po ang magdesisyon. Okay, sa halalang ito mga kababayan, no? Ito ang kapangyarihan natin bumoto. Ako boboto talaga ko dito sa Barangay Sinunok, no? Okay, pero hindi ko magsabi kung sinong botohan ko. Sa akin na lang yon, sa aking puso, sa aking desisyon. Kung sino po iboboto ko, no? Ayan. Sige. Ako lang nakaalam, no? Okay. So, balitang hangin tayo. Sandali lang, hanapin natin ang balitang hangin. Okay, sa umagang ito, no? Okay, mga kandidato rito sa Zamboanga, sport lang tayo, no? Okay? Kampanya lang ng sa platform. Okay? Hindi po ang kampanya ay mudslinging, no? Yun lang healing natin. Okay. Disente po kasi mga professional tayo. Okay, mga mabait na tao, no? Ang Sambuanga ay mababait na mga tao. Okay. Bueno gente. El Sambuanga mga suki, no? Okay. Tapos na yon. Sige po mga kababayan, no? Okay. So, balitang hangin, si Marce naman. Okay, si Binsing naman. Okay, ang itong hangin pumasok mga suki, no? Ayan. So, sa lahat po ng anggulo, si Attorney Kamal Harris po ay leading po bukas ng election sa Amerika, no? Ayan, leading. Wala ka talagang magawa. Kung talagang ang tao mag-decision, okay, you cannot change the decision of people to vote, no? Kamal Harris, up to the last minute, she's leading in all state, mga kababayan, no? Kamala Harris, Attorney Kamala Harris, okay, the next President of the United States of America. Okay. Okay. Good luck, Attorney Kamala Harris, no? And Team Watts. All team of the Democrats in the U.S., no? Let's hear Storm Marce. Okay, Binsing. Okay, November 4, 2024. Okay, pinlabas nila kanina po. Anong oras? Alas 5 po ng madaling araw. Hapon, umaga, no? Hindi madaling araw. Let's hear, okay, Marce. Grabe, tuloy-tuloy ang, no? Ang bagyo. Sige po. Nagwala mga apo ko. Okay, magandang umaga sa inyo. Let's hear, okay, the press briefing tropical storm Marce PS, no? Binsing. At 5 p.m. November 4, 2024, Monday. Sige po. Maganda na ang studio ko kasi na-improve na po ang lalagyan po ng mga aparatos, no? Okay, maganda na. Sige.
Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Narito ang ating unang bagyo sa buwan ng Nobyembre. Si Bagyong Marce na po ang ating binabantayan at nasa loob na ito ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility. Kasalukuyan, nasa East Philippine Sea ang Bagyong Marce sa siyang tropical storm.
Ilagay natin dyan.
Ay umaabot sa 65 km per hour. Ito ay malapit din gitna ng bagyo. Samantala, ang pagpugso ng hangin ay nasa 80 km per hour. Kasalukuyan, ang layo ng sentro ng bagyo ay nasa 935 kilometers.
Huwag kayong magkalala, maraming gadget po ang studio, no?
Kasalukuyan, wala pang direktang epekto ang bagyo.
Pag-usapan gadget na pakaraming gadget niya mga
yung station
suki.
ng bagyo o tinatawag po natin trough ng bagyo ay umaabot sa silangang
Mayaman sa gadget.
ng Luzon at Quilitin sa silangang bahagi.
Kasi itong news online, kailangan talaga maganda yung mga quality ng gadget mo.
Ngayong araw, ang bahagyang
Hindi
magulat
pwede,
hanggang sa magulat ang kalangitan.
hindi pwede po
May kasamang
inchik-inchik.
isolated na pag-ulan or thunderstorm. Itong bagyo ito ay inaasahan ng kikilos sa direksyong west-northwest o papalapit sa kalupaan at maaaring tumbukin ang extreme northern Luzon. Sa ating forecast track o sa forecast track ng Bagyong Marce, inyong papansin na inaasang lalakas ang bagyo habang binabaybay ang East Philippine Sea. Maaaring umabot sa typhoon category ang bagyo bago tumama sa kalupaan. At niyong papansin ang cone of probability, lalo tutok sa bahagi nito. Sa ngayon, ang track ng bagyo o forecast track ng bagyo ay tatama ang disyerto ng bagyo o dadaan sa Babuyan Island. Pero hindi po namin sinasabi na posibleng magdigdig ang track ng bagyo pahilaga o patimog o pasaw within sa cone of probability.
Female voice.
Posibleng dumaan ang sentro ng bagyo sa
Male voice.
o sa
Lolly
Cagayan
voice.
o sa Isabela.
Monster voice.
Kaya paalala sa mga kababayan po natin na habang malayo pa ang bagyo, ay nakahandaan na po tayo. At ang tabayanan ang aming iniisyong Tropical Cyclone Bulletin patungkol sa development ng bagyong Marcel. Sa ngayon, wala po nakataas na tropical cyclone signal sa aling bahagi ng ating bansa. Pero may naasahan tayong pagbukso ng malalakas na hangin ngayong araw. Makakaranas ito sa Batanes, sa Cagayan, kasama ang Babuyan Islands, Isabela, Ilocos Norte, Aurora, at sa Northern Quezon. Bukas, araw ng Martes, makakaranas pa rin ng pagbukso ng malalakas na hangin sa Batanes, Cagayan, kasama ang Babuyan Islands, Isabela, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, Aurora, Quezon, at Camarines Norte. Inaasahan din pagdating ng Miyerkules na makakaranas ng pagbukso ng malalakas na hangin sa Ilocos Region, Quezon, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, at sa Catanduanes. Ngayong araw, wala po tayong daily warning. Pero may naasahan na matataas ng alon, kung saan ang taas ng alon ay aabot ng 3 metro, at ito'y ay sa seaboard ng Batanes. Inaasahan din na aabot ng 2.5 meters ang taas ng alon sa seaboard ng Babuyan Islands, eastern seaboard ng Mainland Cagayan at Isabela. Yan po ang ating binabantayang bagyong Marcel. Paalala po, mag-ingat po tayo, lalo po sa ating kababayan sa Northern Luzon. At agayan po ang aming isang podcast sa ating at sunod po ang ating update sa bagyong ito. Kaya po, 11 o'clock ng umaga. Salamat at mag-ingat po tayo.
Number 6, si Bondok. Number 7, Vic.
Okay, tapos na. Tapos na, no? Ayan po mga suki. Tapos na nga. Uy. Okay. So, wala na. Tapos na.
Female voice. Male voice. Lolly voice. Monster voice.
Okay. So, after ito, maghahanap tayo ng balita, no? Ay. Okay.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, information lang mga suki, itong kampo po ni Vice President Sara Duterte, OVP, o Office of the Vice President. Okay, ang kanilang tulong galing po sa private sector, no? Okay, mabuti yon. Okay, mga private sector po makatulong. Okay, para itong mga biktima ng bagyo. Okay, tinutulungan naman po ng Vice President Office, no? Ayan. Okay. So, magandang feedback po mga suki, no? Okay, may survey naman, verify ko muna ang survey, saka tayo mag-announce, no? Okay, kailangan verify muna. Okay, baka ma-fake news tayo. Ayan po mga suki, ay ang opisina po ni Vice President Duterte, okay, Sara Duterte, ay galing po sa mga pribado ang tulong, okay, para po makaambag, okay, sa mga sinalanta po ng bagyo, no? Mga calamities. Okay, maganda yon. Yan po mga suki, no? Sige.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at Iba ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, pakinggan natin po mga line-up po ng senador ng PDP Laban. Okay, kung makuha natin ito, no? Okay. Sige lang, baka makuha man.
Rodriguez, number 8. Busita. Tama ba, Busita? Bonifacio Busita. Number 9, Chavit Simpson. Number 10, Philip Salvador. Number 11, Willie Revellame. And number 12, sino ba
Ano
yung
lang,
number 12?
sopusa.
Agoy. Nakita nyo na ba to mga lods?
Okay, malambot ang daliri.
Arclight followers, senatorial preference. Kung ngayon ang eleksyon, sino ang iboboto mo? So, poll conducted on October 17, 2024 with 66 senatorial candidates to choose from out of 5,000 respondents. So, out of 5,000 na bumoto, no? So, ito yung mga pinili nila. Number 1, Rodante Marcoleta. Number 2, Bongo Patay Rizal Ontiveros. Number 3, Apollo Kibuloy. Number 4, Ronaldo Bato de la Rosa. Number 5, Willie Ong. Number 6, si Bondok. Number 7, Vic Rodriguez. Number 8, Busita. Tama ba, Busita? Bonifacio Busita. Number 9, Chavit Simpson. Number 10, Philip Salvador. Number 11, Willie Revellame. And number 12, sino ba yung number 12? Raul. Si Raul Lambino. And sa pinakailalim niyan, ang mga PBBM senatorial slates. Nako, ang mga puros nangunguna, Duterte supporters no? Nako, what if magkakatotoo ito mga lods? Paktay na! Pero mga lods, kidding aside, di ba? Talagang if we want na makabalik ang mga Duterte sa 2028, kailangan 2025 ang mga iluluklok talaga natin sa pwesto, yung mga naniniwala sa Duterte
Tagal naman ang
leadership.
ubo ko ito.
Yan talaga. 'Di ba? Kasi nakakagigil na, no? And at the same time, nakakabagot, no? We are so excited for the 2028. And sana lang talagang maisipan ni VP Inday Sarang tumakbo. And we need another Duterte sa Pilipinas, no? Kasi kailangan ng disiplina ng Pilipinas.
Tama.
Kailangan ng kamay na bakal ng Pilipinas. Ang Pilipinas hindi nadadala po sa bait-bait, na wala kami pakialam kung mabait.
Wala, pag mabait ka, hindi kaya pabait-bait ang pag-lead natin dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, sakasaan ka lang man ng mga busabos. Okay, dito po sa Pilipinas. Pag weak leader, kahit sa probinsya po mga suki, no? Pag mga weak leader, wala din. Hindi po ginagalang po ng tao. Kailangan talaga matapang ka, matikas ka. Okay, willing ka makipagsabayan po mga suki, no? Pag leader ay alam niya, wala po. Walang mangyari po sa bayan natin, no?
Aanin mo yung mabait. Dumadami naman ang nagdudruga. Aanin mo yung mabait na presidente. Hindi na safe sa kalsada. Maraming nakikidnap. Katakot-takot na corruption. So, ayoko na sa mabait. Ayoko na sa mabait. Doon tayo sa kamay na bakal, di ba? Doon tayo sa mabait, pero, di ba, yung may diin, di ba?
Hardliner.
Tulad ni VP Inday. May puso. Mabait naman si VP Inday, pero, di ba, yung kamay na bakal, yung may diin, di ba? Yun yung kailangan natin.
Sige.
Pajabutan ko niya ba?
Okay, yan po ang isang vlogger. Okay, nag-announce po ng kandidato po ng PDP Laban, no? Nanguna po si Attorney Rodan P. Marcoleta, no? Sinundan nila Bongo, and then nila Bato de la Rosa, at saka marami pang iba. Sige. Ayan. Ay. Hindi mahit.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at Iba ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapapinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, sana mag-record po ang Facebook. Medyo mahinatang linyada, no? Okay, kaya nga, ganon. Pero mag-record kasi live naman, no? Okay. Sana nga, ayos ito mga suki, no? Okay. Basta ganon, mahina po ang bandwidth ng internet. Ito nga pinaka-problema natin, no? Sa mga hanap buhay natin online, lalo na ako, lahat po hanap buhay ko online lahat. Okay, lahat po negosyo rito. Okay, puro online, no? Okay, hindi po pwede mabagal ang internet natin, ang bandwidth ng internet, no? Okay. So, wala ka talaga magawa. Lunes na Lunes, hindi, mahina ang internet. Sige po, sandali lang mga suki. Ito muna, no? Okay, Kamala Harris, Attorney Kamala Harris and Tim Warnes. Okay. Leading all state, almost all state in America, she is leading, no? Okay, Kamala Harris. Okay, pakinggan natin po si Kamala Harris. Okay, mga suki, mga kababayan.
Female voice,
Ayan.
male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
Okay, one slip na lang, Kamala Harris, no? Attorney Kamala Harris. Okay, go ahead, Kamala Harris, no? Ayan.
Lagi ka ba nagta-travel at palagi ka rin nababad trip kasi ganito karaming table ang kailangan mo? Huwag mo na yan kasi dito na lahat ang kailangan. Kung madami kang gadget,
Skip natin. I will skip this.
ibang klase ng charger.
Do you know what's really happening right now in the 2024 election? Over 50 million Americans have already cast their ballots, and this early turnout
15 million, no? 15 million American already casting their vote.
But it's not just about numbers. This early vote data shows something far more impactful. A voter surge that could change the political landscape. We're seeing leads shift, states we thought were secure start to sway, and records broken in voter turnout. With voting numbers as high as these, it's hard not to wonder, is this the year early votes finally become a game changer? Right now, the breakdown is pretty close. Democrats lead slightly with 42% of early votes, followed closely by Republicans at 40%, with the remaining 18% being cast by independents and third-party voters. Historically, Democrats tend to lead in early voting or mail-in ballots, while Republicans have a stronger turnout on Election Day itself. What? But this year, there's a twist. Trump, who used to criticize early voting, is now encouraging his supporters to get to the polls early. And it's working. This new strategy is paying off as Republicans make an impressive showing in early voting, a trend that might be shaping up to give the GOP a strong start before Election Day even arrives. Now, what about Arizona? Known for being a political battleground, Arizona is proving to be every bit as competitive as expected. The early voting numbers show Republicans with a lead here, with 42% of ballots coming from Republican voters compared to 36% from
Okay,
Democrats.
makinig kayo.
Back in 2020, Republicans only had a slight edge in early voting. But now, with polling showing Trump ahead of Harris by about 2.3%, Arizona is looking redder than before. This kind of lead, even if slim, is enough to make Arizona a tilt-red state for now. And let's look at Nevada, another key state in the Southwest. This time around, Republicans are up by 5 points in early voting. To put it in perspective, back in 2020, Democrats led by 4 points. Despite this shift in early numbers, Nevada's polls still favor Harris, which is why Nevada remains in the tilt blue category. It's an unpredictable situation, but with numbers like these, Harris's camp remains cautiously optimistic. What about the West Coast? States like California, Washington, and Oregon are historically Democratic strongholds. Here, the early turnout is reflecting this same pattern, with over 6.5 million ballots cast already, mostly by Democratic voters. For now, it's safe to say these states are likely to stay blue, providing a reliable chunk of the Electoral College for Harris. 1 second. Get election results before anyone else. Subscribe now for our early night coverage on November 5th. Back to the news. Heading to Texas, a state that's been long debated as a potential swing but typically leans red, Republicans have taken an early lead in early voting, with 52% compared to the Democrats' 37%. But Harris's team has been building support among younger urban voters, showing an uptick similar to the trends that nearly turned Texas blue back in 2020. Although Texas is still leaning Republican, the Harris campaign believes it's worth pushing to make Texas competitive. Who knows? With continued strong turnout from younger and more diverse voters, Texas could surprise everyone. Then there's Georgia. In 2020, Biden turned this traditionally red state blue by the slimmest of margins, just 0.2%. That victory was largely fueled by rapid population growth in Atlanta and a strong turnout from black voters. Now, in 2024, we're seeing some surprising shifts. Trump is gaining traction among black and Hispanic voters, and early voting is on track to hit over 3 million votes, already halfway to the total turnout in 2020. Right now, Republicans have a 4-point lead in early votes, putting Georgia in the tilt red category. Still, this race is far from over. Georgia's urban centers and voter turnout trends could play a pivotal role in deciding its final stance. And that brings us to North Carolina. With 16 crucial electoral votes up for grabs, early voting is looking better for Democrats than in past years. But it's still an uphill battle. Democrats are trailing by only 1 percentage point in early votes, which is a strong showing for them in a traditionally Republican state. For Harris, flipping North Carolina would be a significant win, completely reshaping the race. Polling shows Trump with a slight 1-point lead, keeping North Carolina in the tilt red category. But the race is tight enough that anything could happen as we move closer to Election Day. Pennsylvania is probably the most decisive battleground in 2024. The state's 19 electoral votes are a high-stakes prize for both campaigns, and the data shows why. It has a 31% chance of deciding the election's outcome, meaning the candidate who takes Pennsylvania has a substantial boost in their chances of reaching the crucial 270 electoral votes. Early voting here is showing a strong Democratic lead, with almost 1.5 million ballots already cast and a whopping 60% to 30% lead over Republicans. This advantage mirrors early voting patterns from 2020, when Biden narrowly won the state. It's a promising sign for Harris, but there's still a note of caution. Pennsylvania's Republican voters typically turn out in high numbers on Election Day. For now, Pennsylvania leans blue, but this could shift as final votes are tallied. Turning to the Rust Belt, states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and Ohio continue to live up to their reputations as decisive swing states. Since 1988, these 3 states have voted together in every presidential election, swinging red for Trump in 2016 and back to blue for Biden in 2020. In Wisconsin, Harris has a narrow lead in early mail-in ballots, with Democrats up by 133% among nearly 1 million ballots cast. Wisconsin is currently classified as tilt blue and could be critical for Harris's path to victory. Michigan's early voting data looks solid for Harris as well, with Democrats leading by 7 points. Although polling remains tight, Harris's slight lead in early voting and her 0.8% edge overall keep Michigan in the tilt blue category. Michigan, as one of the bluest of the Rust Belt states, has a history of supporting Democrats, especially in down ballot races. These trends make Michigan a favorable battleground for Harris. Ohio, on the other hand, is leaning strongly Republican. Early voting data shows Republicans ahead by 7 points, and Trump has a consistent polling lead over Harris, making Ohio likely Republican in this election. Although Ohio has a history of being a swing state, its political climate has trended rightward in recent years, and 2024 is looking no different. Meanwhile, Virginia and Colorado seem securely Democratic. Virginia, with its 13 electoral votes, shows Democrats leading Republicans by 14 points in early voting.
Book a holiday rental that fulfills your wildest dreams. Busy kids. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Okay, tapos ng patalastas. Okay.
The Bible's really clear on salvation. It's not based on how good you are. A lot of people think they're pretty good, you know.
Okay,
they're
cut natin.
pretty good, but the Bible says
This follows Biden's decisive 10-point victory here in 2020, the largest Democratic margin since Franklin D. Roosevelt. As a result, Virginia remains in the likely blue category. In the Midwest, we see similar trends in states like Illinois and Minnesota, both showing strong Democratic turnout. These states seem reliably blue, reinforcing Harris's base. But there's more to the story. In North Carolina, Democrats are looking more competitive than usual, trailing by only 1 point in early votes. It's a surprisingly strong turnout for Harris in a state that she's trying to flip. A win here could totally reshape the election's outcome. Over in Pennsylvania, almost 1.5 million ballots have been cast early, with Democrats holding a 60% to 30% advantage. This pattern mirrors 2020's early voting turnout, which ultimately led to Biden's win. For now, Pennsylvania is considered tilt blue, though Election Day turnout could still change this. Across these battlegrounds, record early voting turnout is giving Harris an edge in key states while making traditionally Republican areas competitive. It's the kind of momentum that could bring her to the required 270 electoral votes. At this moment, Harris appears to be emerging as the frontrunner, thanks to the massive early turnout in swing states. With voter enthusiasm this high, especially among Democrats, her campaign has gained significant traction in battleground states. If this energy holds through Election Day, Harris may well secure a victory in 2024. Now let's talk about the latest poll details. According to renowned pollster Nate Silver, who has shifted his 538 blog predictions to a new platform, Silver Bulletin, this contest could easily swing either way. Silver called it a 50-50 toss-up, emphasizing that while his gut says Trump might narrowly edge out Harris in the Electoral College, no one's personal intuition, including his own, can replace the numbers. Current polling aggregates show Harris holding a narrow national lead. 538 reports her lead at 1.4 points, with 48.1% support to Trump's 46.7%. This advantage has narrowed slightly from her 1.7-point lead 2 weeks ago. Real Clear Politics, however, briefly placed Trump ahead in national polling averages on October 26th, with a 0.4-point lead. Decision Desk HQ The Hill polling shows Harris maintaining a slim 0.6-point lead, though that too has shrunk from a more comfortable 1-point margin last week. Overall, Trump's odds have improved, and 538 currently gives him a slight advantage, with a 54% chance of winning the presidency. For both Harris and Trump, victory hinges on securing a handful of critical swing states. Harris's clearest path to the necessary 270 electoral college votes involves holding on to the 3 key Midwestern battlegrounds, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, often referred to as the Blue Wall states. Trump's ideal route to victory, on the other hand, would rely heavily on Pennsylvania, Georgia, and North Carolina. In the battleground states, the polls are tighter than ever. Harris leads by a mere 0.1 points in Nevada, by 0.3 points in Wisconsin, and by 0.7 points in Michigan. Conversely, Trump leads Harris by slim margins in Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, and Arizona. Real Clear Politics further supports Trump's edge in most battleground states except for Michigan, where Harris holds a narrow 0.5-point lead. In a race this close, polling margins could fall within normal error, meaning that even seemingly small shifts could decide the winner. As Nate Silver and G. Elliott Morris of 538 have repeatedly pointed out, a close race in polling numbers does not necessarily predict a close final outcome. With such thin margins in swing states, any one of them could ultimately determine the election result. With just a few days left, Harris's campaign remains hopeful that her standing in the Blue Wall states will provide the electoral cushion she needs. Should she hold these critical states and swing a few others, she would be well positioned for a path to victory. As the Vice President of the United States, Harris has campaigned on issues central to everyday Americans, including healthcare access, reproductive rights, and economic stability. Her supporters argue that her progressive yet pragmatic approach offers a steady hand to move the country forward, contrasting with Trump's divisive rhetoric. But remember, early voting numbers are just part of the story. As Election Day approaches, anything can still happen. Stay informed, check multiple sources, and keep watching the updates as we close in on the final stretch. Every vote counts, and no matter what state you're in, showing up to the polls is essential. Even if your state seems decided, your vote matters in local races that can make a big difference in your community. So, what do you think? Will Harris's lead hold? Or could we see a dramatic shift on Election Day? Let us know in the comments below. If you're as invested in these results as we are, hit that like button, subscribe for daily updates, and stay tuned as we keep tracking this historic election all the way to the finish line. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, your voice matters.
Okay. Sige po. And never change na ang decision. Okay? Isang tulog na lang.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isyu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Ayan. So, ganun po yan. Okay.
Female voice. Male voice. Lolly voice. Monster voice.
Ayan. Okay, ano po ang tirada naman ni... oh, no. Okay, kailan itong news ito? Sandali lang. Okay, mayroon po news, no? Okay, basahin na lang natin ang news, DDDS News. Okay. Sabi niya rito, I endure watching yesterday. Okay, very long Senate hearing. And here are my thoughts. 1. The burden of taking care of the Filipinos for years has taken a physical toll on Digong. I wish he could take the time to rest, to relax, okay, and enjoy the fruits of his labor. However, I understand why he still can, why he still can, okay. The gain that he was worked so hard at for years are quickly being erased when he said it is unfortunate that the drug-related crime are on the rise again. Every day you can read about children being raped, people getting killed and robbed. And just recently, a drug den was raided within the Malacanang vicinity. Okay, I just bow my head and said a prayer for our country, Lord, help us. Number 2, there is a world of difference between Congress and Senate. In Congress, okay, the hearing was done not so they can get to the truth and understand the wars on drug, but so they can cement the lies and they should want to smear him with. I am glad that the former PNP chief and shed light on wrong narratives painted by the gongs, the tractors, and the debunk lies of Garma. Number 3, I like how the gong own up his action. Okay, he is the kind of a president we want. Someday who is decisive and can take action. And when a push comes to show, stand up to what he did. It is worth nothing that what he did, he said for the country. Okay, number 4, people still love and support the gong. There's no other person who can draw cheers of the Senate gallery like him. Okay, Risa, Layla, and others, we want to bury him, okay, but the Filipinos will fight for him and cheer him on. He's still a rock star. Maybe the reason why the others are so jealous of him is because they want to achieve the same rock star status. Ayan. There are still many that I want to say, but to something up, the reality is many Filipinos approve of what President Rodrigo Roa Duterte did when he was a mayor and a president. They were happy with the peace and order of our country. Okay, they felt secure walking on the street at the dead of night. They benefited from the infrastructure that he built. Ayan. Should we be able to turn back time? I and most Filipinos will still choose him over and over again. He's the best president we ever had. So yan po, sinulat po ng tagahanga po ni Tatay Digong mga suki, no? So anong oras naman? Ayan po mga suki, hindi ko na makita ang relo. Okay. So, anong oras na? Okay mga suki, no? Okay, sandali lang.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Ayan po. Ayan. Okay, tingnan natin po ang si Saldico. Billion ang isusuho sa Supreme Court para baliktarin ang batas mga suki. Mayaman talaga itong si Saldico, no? Ayan. Okay. Ayon po rito sa postscript, official postscript, no? Okay. Ayan. Congressman Saldico, target na naman anong ang bilyones at Supreme Court, okay, balak suhulan ng pera para baliktarin ang batas. Okay, official postscript ito, no? Okay. 82.4 billion budget ng PH Court, sinusuportahan. Okay, anong suporta mga suki mga kababayan, no? Okay, basahin lang natin. Wala tayong dugang, walang dagdag. Ayan. Okay, pangunahing layunin ng 82.4 billion na budget, okay, ng judiciary, tiyaking, okay, gumagawa ang mga ang mga korte, okay, ng buong buong okay, buong ito, husky, okay, buong husay pala, buong husay, okay, epesyente at epektibo at may hatid ang kinakailangan, okay, husto, at lumikha ng isang mas mahusay at mas kapakipakinabang ng na justice system, alinsunod po sa strategic plan for judicial innovation, okay, 2024 hanggang 2027 mga suki, no? Yan po, Representative, okay, Saldico. Mayaman po lang tao ito, no? Ayan. Okay. Party list ang ano niya. Okay. Saldico, bilyon ang isusuhol sa Supreme Court para baligtarin ng batas, no? Ayan. So, yan po ang balita po rito makuha natin, no? Okay. Ayan. Pag marami ka talagang pera, ganun po mga suki, no? Kaya nakatakot pag maraming kwarta, no? Okay. So, yan po ang buhay ng okay, sistema dito sa ating mga bansa, no? Mga bansa natin. Ayan.
Ang programang Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapapinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, yan po ang mga balita po nakuha natin, no? Okay, sa umagang ito. Okay, ano pang susunod natin balita? Wala nata ang oras. Okay, hindi ko ma-check ang oras, no? Anong oras na? Okay, ang oras 12 minutos, pasado po alas 8 ang programa natin, no? Ayan. Okay. Okay, last na lang itong mga suki. Pakinggan natin ito kung ano ang itong sinasabi po, no?
Pangangatawan ninyo yung pakpak ninyo ha. Baka
Mr. President, ito na marahil ang pinakamalaking venue ngayon sa pamamagitan ng Sorsogon Sports Arena sa buong Bicol Region na tunay namang pinagmamalaki nating mga Sorsoganon. Noon, Mr. President, pag tinatanong kami kung tiga saan kami, minsan pabulong lamang namin sinasabing taga-Sorsogon kami. Pero ngayon, tuwing may magtatanong sa amin kung tiga saan kami, taas noon ang sasagot ang mga taga-Sorsogon. Taga-Sorsogon ini. Sorsoganon ini.
Ayan po mga suki, no? Okay. Ano ito? Ano yun? Ulitin nga natin. Ayan.
di Sorsogon City in Bicol. Inuna namin yan kasi mahal ko ang mga Bicolano. Pangangatawan ninyo yung pakpak ninyo ha. Baka
Mr. President, ito na marahil ang pinakamalaking venue ngayon sa pamamagitan ng Sorsogon Sports Arena sa buong Bicol Region na tunay namang pinagmamalaki nating mga Sorsoganon. Noon, Mr. President, pag tinatanong kami kung tiga saan kami, minsan pabulong lamang naming sinasabing taga-Sorsogon kami. Pero ngayon, tuwing may magtatanong sa amin kung tiga saan kami, taas noon ang sasagot ang mga taga-Sorsogon. Taga-Sorsogon ini. Sorsoganon ini.
Okay. So yan.
di Soros
Mayor, uyab namin.
what do forever.
So yan po ang sinabi po ni Senator Senate President itong si Chis Escudero, no? Tungkol po sa sport complex nila. Pinagawa po ni Tatay Digong mga suki, no? Pero parang sana hindi ako magkamali, no? Parang meron namumuong political alliance, no? Itong si Chis Escudero, no? Sinabi ko man noon na yung pagbisita ni Inday Sara sa Bicol, and then nagkita po ni former Vice President Leni Robredo, no? Parang meron na manamumuong political alliance, no? Galing sa Bicol, and then papunta po sa itong mga Ilonggo mga suki, no? From Southern Tagalog, and then part po ng Visayas, and then itong part po ng itong mga tinatawag po ay Bangsamoro region, no? Lalo na po ang itong BARM, BARM government mga suki, no? Ayan, so yan ang mga political strategies ni Inday Sara Duterte. Yan ang dapat bantayan mga suki, no? Bantayan nila ang mga kilos, political kilos ng mga ito. Itong extension po ng BARM, sinusulong po ng BTA BARM para mga ganun po style mga suki, no? Pag parang mga political condition, kaya political dealing between Senate President at saka itong mga taga-BARM. Makikita mo parang parang klaro ba kung i-analyze mo ng mabuti, parang mga ganon ang situation, no? Palagay ko by 2028 itong mga Bicolano political group, okay, magbuo ng kanilang mga alliance. Okay, baka mag-return bout, okay, itong political mga Bicolano, no? Parang mag-return bout. Okay, magputa po ng candidate sa mataas po na posisyon for president. Ayan. Yung mamakuan mo, mabanaag mo yung mga strategy ba? Okay, kung magtingin ka sa political situation ng bansa natin, no? Ayan. Okay, kasi sa survey, halos ay kadikit po ng Sara Duterte po ito si Senate President Chis Escudero, no? Okay, mataas ang rating niya. Okay, so yan po ang mga dapat natin abangan, no? Okay, yan tabayanan na i-monitor ang mga political scenario po. After midterm ito, malalaman mo ng mga suki, na kung sino talaga ang may plano, okay, kukuha po ng President Timber po, okay, maghangad, okay, president po sa Pilipinas, no? Kasi itong mga Marcos, wala na po mga suki, no? Okay, wala na. Ewan ko lang kung mag-field sila, kung sino po ipifield nila. Okay, itong Romualdez, ganun din. Okay, ang labas ito parang okay, Monsing Mitra nung panahon niya, no? Okay, nila Joe de Venecia nung panahon nila po ay pumasok sa politika sa mataas na posisyon. Okay, yan po ang okay, siyempre nangunguna po itong Inday Sara. Okay, kung meron sa opposition nila Chis Escudero, okay, at saka mga ibang mga kandidato pa. Pero yan po nakikita natin, nabanag natin, okay, naobserbahan natin po itong mga movement po, okay, ng Senate President ng Senado, no? Okay. Okay, pinokus niya itong mga Bangsamoro butante, mga Sukindo constituent. Okay, parang pinokus po ni Senate President Escudero, mga suki, no? Okay, pero matagal pa naman. Okay, meron pang midterm election. Okay, matagal-tagal pang 2028, no? So, abangan. Dapat po abangan natin, no? Ayan, so, ang United States isang idlip na lang. Okay, malaman na natin po ang kung sino po. Okay, in between. Okay, Attorney Kamala Harris sa Team Warts, at saka itong ito naman si Donald Trump at saka J. Vance. So yan po ang inabangan natin buong mundo. Okay, nakatutok po sa election sa Amerika, mga suki, no? Okay, so palagay ko hanggang dito na. Okay, hindi ko makita ang oras dito sa isang platform kasi mahina po ang dating ng internet, no? Pero dito sa isa, sa YouTube, ay kompleto yan, mga suki, no? Dito lang sa isang Facebook, okay, medyo malabo, mga suki. So, hindi na tayo magpakahaba, magpaalam na tayo. Okay, mahaba marinir ang balita ko. Dito po.
Female voice, male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
Awesome! 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 Okay, mga suki, biglang bumaba ang sugar ko. Kailangan kainan ng matamis. Ayan po mga suki-suki natin, no? Okay, tapusin na natin ang balita. Okay, baka makolaps tayo, no? Okay, wag na natin pahabain. Kailangan makakain tayo ng matamis na pagkain. Okay, bumaba ang sugar ko, no? Ayan. Okay, nanghina ko. Ayan po mga suki, no? So, hanggang dito na po, termination ng programa natin sa umagang ito. Okay, dito po sa consolidated news natin. Okay, sa kanyang tahanan, ADLSN TV News Online. Okay, sa mahigit na isang dekada, okay, programa po ng Halo-Halo Special, Opinion, Balita at iba pa. Parte po ng serbisyo publiko, tinig ng mamamayan at sa kaugnayan sa mamamayan. Ayan. And then, kung ano man makuha natin dito sa balita, ibinalik natin sa bayan, mga suki, no? Ayan. Okay, yan po ang isang tulog na lang election sa Amerika. Attorney Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, okay, leading the race, okay, in November 5 election in America. Mag-monitor din tayo mga suki, no? Kasi mabilis ang election sa kanila. Okay, malalaman po kaagad ang resulta, okay, kung sino po manalo sa kanila, no? 270 lang kailangan po ng kandidato for president para upo po sa White House, sa Electoral College nila, no? Ayan. Okay, so there you are. Sabi po ni Depunto Rod Navarro, at kasama niya ang number 1 reporter niya si Joe Taro. Okay, paalam tayo. Mga suki, wala tayong masamang tinapay. Sure, 100%. Okay, this has been Abs Damahan po. Okay, araw ng Pabuenas, araw ng Lunes. Okay, babay na po mga kababayan, no? Babay na. Ayan.
Ang Halo-Halo Special Opinion, Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isyu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.